is it getting better? Or do you feel the same? Will it make it easier on you now? You got someone to blame. You say one love, one life, when it's one need in the night. One love, we get to share it. It leaves you, baby, if you don't care for it. Hi everybody, welcome to Aimee Nolte Music. More importantly, welcome to my new series. It's about my favorite songs, and today I'm talking about my very favorite U2 song, which is One. And I probably never mentioned it before on my channel, but my favorite band is U2. It was, they were like at the height of existence when I was my teenage self, so that music is all very powerful to me. But even as I've grown up, I still absolutely love U2. If I had to tell somebody about U2 who had never heard them before, I think I would start out by saying that it all starts with this foundation, this perfect, beautiful, unassuming, egoless foundation laid by Adam Clayton and Larry Mullins. That's what it is. It's just perfect, and it's without ego. It's this base. And then on top of it are these two extremely talented individuals, Bono and The Edge. And Bono's voice will cut through anything. It's like transcendent. He can bring a lyric out like nobody I know. There's a way that his voice cuts through everything. And he can have so many different facets to his voice. It can do so many things. But really, it's just honesty. It just reaches into you somehow and grabs a hold. And then right underneath is The Edge. One time I heard Bono describe the way that The Edge plays by saying that The Edge plays like he's got a fire in his soul. That's exactly what it is. There's this fire underneath everything, this intensity, these sounds made by the guitar that you don't ever hear from anybody else because he's good and he's creative and he reaches for a sound, the perfect sound. So there's this fire that goes on underneath. It's just intense and beautiful and raging. And every once in a while, you think that that guitar is just going to rise up out of the ashes and but it never does. Hardly ever does The Edge focus on himself like that to play a killer solo. He'll give you a note or two or just some crazy sound. That's what he does. He supports. The chords start out with A minor 7 to D9. Right? And if you weren't in the context of this song, you would think that it's going to resolve to G major. Right? That's what A minor to D7 usually does. But it doesn't. Here, they find a little line. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And then it just sounds great over this F major chord that comes out of nowhere. Da 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 da. And sometimes it changes a little bit, right? So all of a sudden we've got this F major chord going on. So from A minor to D9 to F major 7 and then to G, and it makes us know that we should go to C, but we don't go to C. We don't go to C for a very long time. So it's kind of ambiguous, and we're just right back. Until we hear the lyric. But until the lyric, I dig the beginning of this song so much. It starts with a count off with some clicks. And then there's so much just treble happening in the drums. I think there's a tambourine on the hi-hat. But it's just so light at the beginning, and there's not much bass at all, if any. It just starts very simply with the lyric that I'll get to now. The song's about a relationship. At the beginning, it's just absolutely about a love that is in danger. But I think they made it. I mean, I think they made it. Is it getting better? Or do you feel the same? That's really honest right from the beginning. Sounds like you did something wrong. Will it make it easier on you now? You got someone to blame. Like he finally did something that kind of makes it his fault. And so it's this real talk. But then he tells her what she says. She says, one love, one life. But when does she say that? When it's one need in the night. So she says it at sexy time, right? Like, when it comes down to it, right in that moment, she'll talk about love, and it mentions it. He mentions how she feels about love later in the song too. She says love is a temple, love is a higher law. So apparently she's got these feelings about love that should mean something, but to him, it's one love. They get to share it, and it leaves you, baby, if you don't care for it. Then we kick in a little more. We get some drums here. Let's listen to it. And every once in a while, I don't know what it is. Every once in a while, it's like this very low tom sound that just like sneaks in there, and hits you in your heart. Here comes the second verse. Did I disappoint you? Or leave a bad taste in your mouth? You act like you never had love. That's so honest. And you want me to go without. His voice cracks a little bit right there. Gosh, she's like, what is she? She's a little bit selfish, right? Oh, she wants him to pay attention to her. But at the same time, if he does, then he goes without. It's real talk. And U2 was a young band when they came up with this stuff. And let's talk about the edge under here. He's playing rhythm guitar, and then he's layered over this lead. Just these little notes now and then. You just love it. Third verse comes in. We get a little religious. He compares her to Jesus, and the strings enter. Have you come here for forgiveness? Have you come here to play Jesus? To the lepers in your head? Man, he knows her well. I can't imagine somebody saying that kind of stuff to me. That's deep. Did I ask too much? More than a lot? You gave me nothing, now it's all I got. That's, he's killer. She didn't even give him anything, but that's all he's got. But I'll tell you what, he wants to work on it because we're one, but we're not the same. We hurt each other, then we'll do it again. He knows, like love. It's not just butterflies and stars and stuff. It's the stuff. Like, you're gonna hurt each other. How are you gonna deal with it? And you know that it's gonna happen again too. Bono's been married a really, really super long time. Same woman. He got it right from the beginning. Bono. We've had 3 verses so far, right? The verses all do this thing. But halfway through the verses, they do go to a C major chord, so we feel C major, right? You say one love, one life, it happens. But the first time that we really, really, really nail that tonic chord and hear that C major is, I think, on the bridge. It's this next section that comes after the 3 verses. I don't think we've really even had a chorus. I don't even know if there is a chorus, really. Maybe till the end. But the bridge happens, and it's a huge statement of the tonic, which never happens. And you don't have to agree with me. Maybe you don't think it's a bridge, but I think it feels like a bridge. It happens, you say love is a temple, love a higher law, right? It's all about what she says again, and somehow it's this religious kind of thing. You ask me to enter, but then you make me crawl. And then I just love this line, but I can't be holding on to what you've got when all you've got is hurt. Boom. And then I think we get hit with what is like the chorus, right here at the end. One love, one blood. But how cool is that, right? They just saved these last couple of C major sections to just really drive it home right at the end. But check out what happens here. All of a sudden, it's not about a relationship anymore. It's about you, and it's about me, and it's about all of the humans on the planet existing together. And that is another thing that U2 does. They won't just talk about something on the surface. I mean, I don't think it's been on the surface anyway. That's kind of the wrong way to put it, but there's always something deeper. And usually it's a call to humankind. Somehow, to mankind, for us to realize what we need to do a little better in our lives. And is, one love, one blood, one life. You got to do what you should. I mean, maybe they think about ending it, right? Back to the relationship right there, but you just get one shot. You got to do what you should. One life with each other, sisters. He hits that A with his voice. I think it's it, and it just cracks. Sisters, sisters, brothers. And that's the first time we know that he's singing to you and me. One life, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other, one. And we're back to that A minor chord. We've got this 11 over it, this D. One. To me, that just looks back over what we've been talking about, and it gives hope for the future somehow. And the line, we get to carry each other, that's powerful to me. Sometimes we're all going to be weak, and we don't have to carry each other. We get to carry each other. If we can look at it that way, it's beautiful instead of a burden. It's U2. That's what they do to me. They make me, I guess the kids say that, all the feels. That's what it is. I hope you listen to a little more U2, especially if maybe if you thought you didn't like them before, but there's so much to grab a hold of in this music. I'm going to play you out. I'm just going to play the song again, and I hope you like it. Thanks for watching Aimee Nolte Music. I'll see you next time. Is it getting better? Or do you feel the same? Will it make it easier on you now? You've got someone to blame. You say one love, one life. When it's one need in the night, one love, we get to share it. It leaves you, baby, Did I disappoint you or leave a bad taste in your mouth? You act like you never had love, and you want me to go without. Well, it's too late tonight to drag the past out into the light. One, but we're not the same. We get to carry each other one. Have you come here for forgiveness? Or have you come to raise the dead? And have you come here to play Jesus to the lepers in your head? Did I ask too much? More than a lot? You gave me nothing, now it's all I've got. We're one, but we're not the same. Yeah, we hurt each other, then we'll do it again. You say love is a temple, love's a higher law. Love is a temple, love a higher law. You ask me to enter, but then you make me crawl, and I can't be holding on to what you've got when all you've got is hurt. One love, one blood, one life. You got to do what you should. One life with each other, a sin